A1. A1. Yeah, truly. Cooler and I'm flyer too. Jam. Cooler and I'm flyer too.
Happy 8/24 day. R.I.P. Mamba. Forever. Welcome to the show that's cool and fly too. A1 Forever Sports. I am the one and only Chris Tip Moore, coming back to you with some more Falcons training camp joint practices today. Yes, sir. The Atlanta Falcons held joint practice with the Jacksonville Jaguars at training camp. The two teams will have a couple of joint practices this week before playing each other on Saturday. Joint practice had a lot of team drills and special team work. But first, let's get into the injury news, shall we? Defensive lineman Marlon Davidson, wide receiver Drake London, and tight end John Fitzpatrick all missed joint practice. London has been out since going down in the Lions game with a knee injury, and Davidson has been expected to miss the rest of training camp after having a scope done on his knee. Whether Davidson will be a part of this team going forward and kept after the next round of cuts is very uncertain. Joint practice also produced the return of linebacker Deion Jones, who was activated off the PUP list after shoulder surgery. Jones called it a shoulder cleanup after years of wear and tear. Jones participated in special teams and team drills with the second and third teams. But the Falcons did keep it light for Debo, who was working to earn his spot on the team. This point was expressed by Coach Arthur Smith and Jones himself in team interviews. Jones stated that every year he comes in and competes for his spot, and he also said if there was any serious trade news happening surrounding him, owner Arthur Blank would have told him about it. Contingency plans continued as running back Avery Williams played some corner at joint practice, while A.J. Terrell got some rest on this day. Darren Hall got some reps next to Casey Hayward instead, with Terrell being sitting out. Mike Ford played some outside corner, having one of his best days of coverage as he played pretty much the nickel the whole training camp. Speaking of nickel, Isaiah Oliver played a lot of corner at joint practice, mostly at the nickel position behind D. Alford, who continues to stack days on top of days, making his claim to fame. Alford had some good coverage on Christian Moneybags Kurt, and also made plays on just about every day for the Birds. Grady Jarrett was nearly unstoppable and had a tackle for loss and would have had a sack on quarterback Trevor Lawrence as well if they was tackling, of course. The Falcons seemed to have won the day of practice as the offense looked sharp and the defense battled Jacksonville's offense, able to make stops despite Lawrence making some good throws. I also have an update on the offensive line battle, y'all. There is no update. As the battle continues like a marathon, Matt Hennessy got the nod today and had a good day at run blocking, but Drew Dahlman is right on his heels, and I'm sure a decision will be made soon as we're getting closer to the season. Tyler Algiers got first team reps, and it should be interesting to see what running backs stay in Atlanta behind Algiers and Patterson. Same to be said about the wide receiver room, as the guys on the bubble are Hodge, Bird, Bernhardt, Darby, and Cameron Batson. Every guy I just named worked on some special teams in the joint practice, and it may come down to who's the most valuable in that area, honestly, as far as who stays on the team. I will say Bird and Bernhardt were guys who were making plays in this day's joint practice. So we'll see how that goes going forward. I know you guys want to know about the quarterback play, so here we go. Marcus Mariota went 18 of 26 with no turnovers and a great pass to Felipe Franks, who is basically a tight end now. Yeah, he's basically a tight end. Desmond Ridder, also, he went 15 for 24 with an interception, but he also bounced back with a touchdown pass as well. So the Falcons are showing good signs so far after the first day of training camp. I can't wait for the game on Saturday, but before we get there, there will be another joint practice between the two teams coming up this week. So stay tuned for Falcons and Jaguars training camp news, joint practice news, right here on A1 Forever Sports. But until next time, be generational because it's always time to be. The show that's cooler and fly too, A1 Forever Sports. Peace and blessings to you. Chris Tip Moore. Why settle for less when you can have more with a vision? You dig? I'll holla.
A1. A1. Yeah, truly. Cooler and I'm flyer too. Jam. Cooler and I'm flyer too.